The sculpture that we're going to be talking about is called Amite, and it was created here on the campus by an artist named William King in the year 1975, and he brought this steel pieces from his studio, and with the help of the professors from the college and some students, they welded them together. And the two figures, which stand 26 feet high, represent friendship, the friendship that we hope the college students will find when they come here. And you'll notice the two figures are reaching out, shaking hands to offer friendship.
Whether you're on a guided tour or just a quiet stroll, a walk around the State University of New York at Plattsburgh will bring you face to face with sculptures on the campus.
It's amazing because you don't get to see this too frequently. It's unusual to see all of this artwork out in the open.
So I made this sculpture called Innocence, Growth and Knowledge in 1997. The idea of the sculpture was to really think about the place where the town meets the gown and what that is, what happens there. And it seems that where the town meets the gown is where education in some way begins. And so my thought was, we start with innocence as the student arriving, and growth is becoming aware, and then knowledge is the final summing up of your experience in education here at Plattsburgh.
Sculptures began appearing on the grounds in the 1970s, part of a campus-wide installation called the Museum Without Walls. It now features 60 works.
It really allows students and visitors to engage in these creative moments. And they're moments for reflection, I think, that you can spend time looking, learning, engaging, and seeing narratives in all of the works.
The Museum Without Walls serves our community by having the artwork come to the public. We are not housing it just in closed galleries, only open for a few hours a day, but we're making sure that no matter what time of day someone is here, they are able to engage with our artwork.
Museum educator Samantha Bellinger says the creator of this piece, Don Osborne, is a former SUNY professor who served as a curator for the sculpture park. The project was the brainchild of the former director of the Plattsburgh State Art Museum.
Museum Without Walls was started with our former director, Edward Broll. When he started, the people were a little skeptical about his idea of bringing sculpture to campus, but with the help of co-curator Don Osborne, he was able to transform the entire campus by having artwork all over in our public spaces.
This is a sculpture of an Adirondack guide, and it represents all of the things that you might find if you were walking in the woods or if you were going camping or hunting or fishing. And Brower Hatcher, when he designed it, created objects once the welding was done to put in. You're going to see a bear, and you're going to see fish, and there are even stars, because part of being out in the Adirondack experience is spending the night. So looking up at the stars at night.
Guests to the campus may schedule a free tour through the museum office.
I really enjoy organizing the tours and knowing that our visitors are going to be leaving with that personal connection to art.
This piece behind me, the Amity, is, I've seen it many times walking back and forth here, all right? And I've always wondered about it, and today I got the real skinny on it, all right? About when it was done, all right? And it was done in pieces and erected on site, which is amazing, all right? And I said, the thing must weigh a few tons.
Some visitors pick up a booklet about the artwork for a self-guided tour, but many simply enjoy the sculptures in their own way.
I just can walk right out the door and just see beautiful artwork that I can be inspired from or just view.
I like the outdoor sculptures because it's really cool to walk by them when I'm going to class. It's very abstract and it makes you really think about it, and I think that's good for a college community because that's really what college is all about, just thinking deeply about things.
Often when we walk by or we look around an urban area, we're noticing the buildings and the complement of the trees. Somehow the sculptures sort of feature that moment between the building and the landscape, and it gives you a moment of pause.
The pieces may puzzle and sometimes disturb, but together they help encourage the well-rounded art education SUNY offers its students and visitors every day in its garden of sculpture.
Adirondack Journeys on Mountain Lake Journal is made possible through the support of the Adirondack Foundation.